Χαίρετε, συνεχίζεται η σειρά από συνεντεύξεις με αφορμή το Παγκόσμιο Κύπελλο 2026, το οποίο θα μεταδοθεί ζωντανά από το ΣΥΓΜΑ, και μαζί μας έχουμε τον Άνχελ Γκαρσία, ο οποίος θα μας αναλύσει έτσι καλύτερα την εθνική Ισπανίας. Καλημέρα, Γκαρσία.
Καλημέρα.
So, we are going to speak about the national team of Spain, one of the favorites of the World Cup. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree, and so say the sport bookies. If they say so, it's because they are one of the favorites. They don't, well, they analyze all the details on all the information, and they give Spain as a favorite. So it's not only my feeling; it's also what the experts say.
How's the atmosphere in Spain? They are feeling the World Cup. They are speaking. They are discuss about it. They want to win it. How's the atmosphere there?
Yeah, in Spain, World Cup or Euro Cup is always a big event. It wasn't like this 20 years ago, but since we won the first time in 2010, now the people know, or they expect at least a long run from Spain in the tournament. So I think the expectations this year, especially after the last Euro Cup won, are very high. And well, I hope they will go deep into the tournament and they will bring it home.
Everybody speaking about Yamal. Is it the key man, or there's another key player in this national team of Spain?
Well, I would say it's not only one player team. Obviously, Yamal is an amazing player, one of the best in the world, but it's more the combination of many good players. Also, great understanding of the game, which the players from Spain have, and I think all these things together make Spain a heavy favorite.
What did change in the Spanish football the last 20 years? Went from a team that didn't make it to win even the Euro or the World Cup, winning and be one of the favorites.
Well, difficult to say, I guess. We had a very long dictatorship in Spain until almost the 80s. I think that affected the development in general, not only in sports, in other areas as well. And I think since then the country has developed a lot, and that has shown in football as well. And obviously the fact that we won the Euro Cup, the first one, I mean, it was 2008. Make the people realize and acknowledge that we had a great group of players, and great players in Spain overall. So I think that's what changed mainly, the fact of winning and realizing that you can win, which is many times what you need in sports. Seeing yourself in the big stages, in the big finals, and seeing that you can actually win.
The fact that most of the Spanish players in the national team plays in the Spain League or in Barcelona Real plays role. It's important for the national team, you think?
It's important. I think for the next World Cup, I don't know how many players we can expect from Real Madrid. I think not many. But I think in the end, if you analyze that...
Spain in general, Real Sociedad, Barcelona...
Yeah, that definitely affects the way we play. I think it's a very signature way of playing. But I think it's also important that we have great players in big teams like Fabian Ruiz in PSG, for example. Gives you different understanding of the game, I would say. But yeah, I think that people want as many players as possible coming or playing in the Spanish league.
There was a moment that they criticized the Spanish team for tiki-taka and all this. This is changed. This is the way all the Spanish coach want to play. What's the culture behind the idea of how they want in Spain to play?
Yeah, I think tiki-taka was a funny moment in football because, at that time it was many small players, not physical players, in Spain that managed to win the Euro Cup. And that's the way they were playing, no? A lot of passes, a lot of control of the game with the ball. And then I remember when I was in Poland, for example, that they would associate Spanish players to tiki-taka. Yeah. But the reality is that in Spain there are many ways of playing football, more than the people that the people imagine. Tiki-taka is one of them, and I think most of the Spanish coaches want to control the game with the possession of the ball. But I think there are many other ways of playing, and I think, for example, Luis Enrique has shown that with PSG. It's not that much tiki-taka, it's a more direct way of playing, and that's a reflect of Spanish coaching, that they handle different styles of playing.
We see Spanish coach that even in the championing, the European football, even in this way, they want to control the game. That's the idea in the coaches of Spain, even in the coach of national team of Spain. It's not always like this.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much like this. I think the way they think is, as much as we have the ball, the less the other team is going to hurt us. And you can see that with Guardiola in the last 20 years, with other coaches as well. They understand that if you have the ball, the other team cannot hurt you or harm you because they don't have the ball. No, it's pretty logical, but it's the truth in the end. But as I said, it's just some few examples of coaches which have been successful with this style. But we have examples of other coaches, Arteta, Emery, that they use different style of playing and they are successful as well.
As one of the captain here in Nike, how important is the leader in a team of Spain, a team that have very good and quality players? And there's they have a lot of them the role of leader. How important is to have one of them to lead all this one?
I think it's especially important when there is a big group of young players. It's important to have a reference, somebody leading the way, let's say, somebody that can talk from the experience, that has lived different situations and can use that experience to teach the young guys. I think that's very important, and I think that's the case nowadays in many football clubs. They are looking more for young players, but I think the recipe for success is finding that balance between young players and more experienced ones, because in the end you cannot teach the experience. Experience, you get it through the years.
Yeah.
And obviously when I was young, I wish I had the experience I had now. But answering your question, I think is a very important figure, and I think Spain has very important and very good references to lead the way for the World Cup.
Yes. Do you speak with anyone in the national team to discuss what they are thinking right now, how they are waiting about the World Cup?
Players that will go to the World Cup?
Yes.
I don't think I know any of them personally. No, right now I think I'm not lucky enough to. Diego Llorente, for example, he plays in Betis. He used to go to the national team. I was with him many years in the Real Madrid academy. I lost contact with him though some years ago. We didn't speak anymore, but yeah, I don't know. I would like to say that I know someone from the inside, but I don't.
Yes. Expect Spain. Which team do you think is a favorite to win the World Cup?
Well, I think, France is very favorite as well. England always is.
Do you think England will make the big step?
I mean, it always is, like for the people, although they haven't won anything in the last, I don't know how many years since they won their World Cup.
Yeah.
66, I think.
They went into a final of Euro.
Yeah, that was 4 years ago, wasn't it? Yeah, they lost against Italy.
Yes.
Yeah, France, obviously Argentina, they are the defending champions. I think mainly from Europe, it's most of the times. Because now Brazil is going through a tough moment. But obviously you cannot, you have to count on them because they are 5 times world champions. Yeah, I would say Spain, Brazil, Germany, you have to count them as well. Sorry, not Brazil, Argentina. France, Spain, and Argentina, I would say, is
there any team? Did you say any team that is the underdog in this World Cup?
Underdog, huh? Yeah, well, I'm going to say.
I look for Senegal, for example.
Yeah, like Morocco, something like this. Yeah, Morocco was one of them. Yeah.
They went very good in the previous.
Yeah, they reached the semifinals. I'm going to say, yeah, Morocco again for some reason. Yeah. No, not Morocco. No, sorry.
Yes.
It's very difficult to repeat that achievement.
Yes.
I'm going to say, yeah, let's go for Senegal. Why not? Yeah.
Yes. So
Senegal is in the World Cup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just in case.
With a very good roster.
Yeah.
And one last question: how do you find the new way that it's going to? It goes with World Cup, with the more teams, more matches. Do you think it's better? Do it help some teams to make the surprise? What do you think about this?
I don't think it's better or worse. It's just different, you know, like
Everything that changed.
yeah, old school people would say it's better with less teams. I think it's just the tendency football is going towards nowadays. You know, more games, trying to sell more TV rights. In the end, you know, I don't know how many teams is now in the World Cup.
48.
48, yeah, right. Eventually, we'll have a World Cup of 60 teams or 70 teams. You know, in the end, it's all about having more matches.
100 matches and more.
Yeah. The more matches you have, the more you sell. Yeah. So, you know, I think in the long run is not good for the players. You know, they have so many games that, you know, it's difficult to handle that physical load throughout the season. But yeah, it's also I think it's also interesting from the side that you can see more teams that you wouldn't see or you wouldn't watch if they weren't in the World Cup. So from that side, I think it's quite interesting.
Thank you very much, Γκαρσία. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ τον Γκαρσία και την ΑΕΚ για την φιλοξενία και θα τα πούμε στο Παγκόσμιο Κύπελλο στο ΣΥΓΜ.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.